What's going on, guys? It's CBcar. Welcome back to just a quick little record video that I just want to do to show you a little concept that I just came up with called additive lanes. And basically what it means is that no matter what happens, no matter what, no matter the traffic no matter, the traffic flow, the whatever, like no outside effects, whenever one lane merges onto a road, another lane pops up. So basically, here's what I mean by that. And by this, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to do some things. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to redraw this highway from about here. I'm just going to curve it around like this. And then I'm going to delete this portion so that these guys have to go that way. And then we have to hurry up before like traffic completely disappears though. So let me pause the game. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a depot. I'm going to do something here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to make a little road right here that goes like that, and then goes into a one-way. Just a straight old one-way. And we're going to put a bus depot down, just a biofuel one. And then I'm going to merge it back in. And I'm just going to merge it back in. And like I said, these three lanes always have to stick together. So now that that's three lanes, then this lane will go off. And then it becomes one lane. And then it merges back in another lane. But then, when I go back in, I'm going to make a bus stop over here. And that means that this is going to go to two lanes. But then what happens if that comes in, but then another road splits off? That means that this has got to go down to one lane. Doesn't matter. That's how the flow works. But then if these lanes merge in together, then if these merge together, this becomes two lanes. And that'll just go off. So that's basically what it means, is that this lane could go off and become that. Now this lane could split off, but then this lane can also split off and become two lanes. However, if one lane decides to split off of a one-lane road, then it's just going to be one lane. But if one lane merges with another lane, and it's more than one lane, it has to go to three. Three lanes. So basically what this means is that if a road merges off of a one-lane road, it does, like, if it like splits off in this direction, it does not have to change to like a zero-lane road, because that's not what's going to happen. Now, of course, that's kind of illogical, so you're going to just get rid of that anyway. But yeah, and then you would have to essentially like return this back to the one lane and the two lanes, because that's just how it works. And and if you want that to be three lanes, then you would need to have two lanes merging on from this direction, let's say. Just have two lanes that would just merge on like that. Then you could finally get this back to three lanes. Let's just say that it curves like that or whatnot, and then this goes into like a one lane. I mean, it's one way, and then it curves back. And I'm just going to go through a few motions just to Just to show you, like, the example, just how traffic's just going to be able to, you know, swoop across and all that. Although I do want to put this bus depot a little bit further back, because I don't want it merging, like, right away. I want it merging, like, right away. And then we just have to put this back to 3 lanes. And here's the thing about it. The bus depot has to be put down. Fine. Be that way. So the road literally has to be slightly longer. It's got to be like, literally like, I won't want to show you how much longer. That much longer, and I could finally put in a bus depot. In fact, I'm throwing this back. I gotta show you this example, guys. Like, all right, let's have it split off from here. There. And this has got to be 2 lanes there. And then it's going to keep going 2 lanes, but I just have to fix it. Oh, come on. That's as far as you can take it, actually. Make that 2. But the thing about it is that it has to work as exact as it looks. So it has to be like the buses are going to have to go, you know, into a lane. And then they have all this time to merge in, but then that goes off, and then that goes off. And just to show you an example, I'm going to make 2 bus lines, basically. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have like 1 random lane just decide to go like this. Just because I need something to... Or actually, no, we're gonna have 2 lanes merging off. And one of them is gonna continue. Because remember, it's that rule, there's always gotta be, you know, it's always gotta work mathematically. And then we're just gonna have a tunnel because, hey, this isn't... And then 4 lanes. And then 1 lane's gonna split off. And then the paradox, this has got to go to 4, this has got to go to 3, and this has got to go back to 4. Simply because that's just how it works. Now what I can do is make this into 2 lanes to prevent this from having to be upgraded further. But then I would have to upgrade this to a one-way 2-laner. And then I could upgrade this, but then I'd have to make this 3 lanes. Whole thing would have to be 3. See, this is kind of the problem, but it would be a nice challenge to just do. See, and then if that goes to 3, you'd have to make it 3, but then this would have to go to 4. But then this could go to 2, essentially. And I could just offer, like, another lane off of there and I could just send this down to 1, but then again, that means this has got to go to 2 lanes, and then that means this just has to go back to 4. And look, this is just an example, so I'm not going to make it, like, actually go 4 lanes the whole way, but that's just an example of just the craziness that would have to ensue. And basically what that means is if I have to do this, this is what the bus line, this is what the bus would have to do. So we're going to have 2 bus lines. We're going to have team this turn. And then we're going to have team this turn. Basically going to stop in this, not the same places. So our bus line 1 and bus line 2. We're going to have line green and line magenta. So here come the buses, although they're not going anywhere because there's no power. But now there is power. I didn't realize there had to be water in order for the bus line to work. And hey, this is just an example map, so I can put the sewage and then I can use power lines to make sure everything's connected. Now we just gotta wait until the buses eventually go out, which is not gonna happen. But I think you generally see the trend here of, like, what would have to ensue. The buses would have... Oh, wait, but I nearly forgot that. This bus would have to go in that lane. This bus would have... They gotta stick to their own lanes here. Then once they split off, they can do whatever the frick they want. Like when we make him go into 3 lanes. And then this 1 lane's gotta go in with all the other 3 lanes evenly. And then these 2 lanes have to get off there, those lanes there. This lane's gotta go off, but that's gotta be 2. This doesn't have to be 2. Because this lane goes off, that one comes in. So this lane's gotta go there, this lane's gotta go here. Oh, but wait, isn't that just a merge and with extra steps? Oh, shoot, this has got to be 3 lanes. Because nothing can merge. That lane would go there, that lane would go there, this lane would be able to go here. But then this lane would have to drop off, so technically this also has to be 3 lanes. But that also means this has to be 5 lanes. But that also means that if this is 3 lanes, that means this is 1 lane. And that means that this wouldn't work. Meaning that now this gets broken back, but that means this doesn't have to be 3 lanes, this can be 2 lanes. But then that goes in there, this can be 3 lanes. See what I mean? Like, it gets really confusing, but you see how it eventually worked out? See, so guess what the buses would have to do? The buses would merge on the highway, then they have a little bit of a chance to get in this lane and get off. Then they would stop, and then they would merge on with the other traffic. Then they gotta get in this lane to get off here, because that's how the lanes work. People have the lanes to get off and then get on, so if things work out. So I guess now we just gotta wait until a bus eventually decides, hey, I want to go, and then we just gotta wait until eventually that happens. Which eventually should happen. should happen. Hide your secrets in the quantum world. Schrodinger's secret. Okay, well, it's obvious that since these guys aren't going to budge, I have to go through on a van. So yeah, it goes down to 3 lanes for that exit, but then it goes to 4 lanes. Because those 4 lanes from earlier. Then you have this goes into 2 because that one goes off. Then this one goes off there. Then you go into 1 lane because all those lanes got off. Then you go to 4 because those 3 lanes merge on, but then 2 lanes go, 3 lanes go off. I think I just over-confused ourselves. Yeah, 3 lanes go off, 3 lanes go off, and then that lane goes off, and then those 2 lanes continue, and then that goes to 4, but then that one just goes off, and then that one. This is just freaking tired my brain out. I just took an AP midterm. Like, this is not what I want to be doing with my time after taking that. Like, I just, you know, additive lanes. You're going off, going loop, around, and boom, and this is, shoot. That is way too confusing. But, I mean, hey, that's basically the idea, you know. 3 lanes to 4, 2 lanes go off, 2 lanes go on. You get the idea, I think. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to make an entire city out of this idea, as long as, you know, as long as I can not lose my sanity. But yeah, that's basically it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys for the next one. Take care, and goodbye.